Nike check.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Six-yard line.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 20, and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Wendell Smallwood with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Tackle made at the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected.
Second and 10.
Check. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check three. 50.
Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy in the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey. You got three. Three down. Key in, 21.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part at galloping the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for third and 3. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down. Third and long.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Browns 14, Steelers 7.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
He's not going to get me. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. No guard on his defense. No guard. Hatchet. Jack 16.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, it's all right. 29 is the Mike 29. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check. Alert.
A give to Smallwood out of the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Second down, Mayfield. He's got his running back, Darius Geis.
Mayfield.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. First down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Cleveland.
On first down, this is Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be...
They got his man complete! And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Come on, boys!
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one complete to Wendell Smallwood. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third and short, Smallwood. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Block 80! 51. Yeah. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Room to run past midfield. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Mike's 50.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For Deontay Johnson.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. 65. 65. Hey. No ball. Mike, 44. Come on. You better bring it.
Ben to throw again. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown!
Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Browns 35. Steelers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 38, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 20.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. A give. This is Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Browns 42, Steelers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Hey, 25 to the mic. We'll go 25 to the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Smallwood. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Monday, switch. Hey, alert. Hey, 25 to the mic. We'll go 25 to the mic. It's coming.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Here we go. 180. Hey, keep it up. Right here, guys. Fight.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Smallwood. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Steelers throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's another.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Real. Let's see what you got.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 12. Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Nick Chubb.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Complete.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
They run again with Wilkins. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's. Land might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Seibert's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, "Why didn't you do that?" And they all looked at me and said, "Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through." Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They run with Wilkins. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fielded at about the 28. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Ryan Switzer, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yo, Rig, go. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now it's Rudolph. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. Cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Browns 45, Steelers 24.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.